Welcome back to DMC. Don't worry, not nearly as many cutscenes in this one.
My mother used to bring us here.
Tell me everything.
Some things have always been. There have always been angels. There have always been demons. And they've always been at war.
This scene's censored for your protection,
And
and because I don't want to get my account banned.
Take power over the dark hordes. The strongest, the cruelest. Mundus. But Mundus did not rise alone. At his right hand was his most trusted lieutenant, his blood brother.
Sparda.
But Sparda betrayed him. He fell in love with an angel, Eva. The secret union between angel and demon was inconceivable. But it happened. And with it came new life. Twin boys. You and I. A hybrid of the warring angel and demon races. When Mundus learned of Sparda's betrayal, his fury knew no limit. He hunted the lovers down. Eva was murdered by his own hand. And for Sparda, he demanded a more brutal fate. Endless punishment and pain. But even as Eva was destroyed, and Sparda was imprisoned for eternity, each knew that the seed for their revenge had already been sown. Because according to legend, the only beings that can slay a demon king are Nephilim, a hybrid of angel and demon. Those hybrids now exist, you and I.
Cthulhu jokes commence, go ahead.
Mundus believed that only one child was born. But there were two Nephilim, and each had been hidden well. Sparda armed his sons. The rebellion for Dante. The Yamato for Virgil.
So, Mundus killed our mom and imprisoned our dad.
Yes.
And we're the offspring of angels and demons.
Demon father, angel mother. We are Nephilim. The only ones that can slay the demon king.
Good. How?
Spotter. Fucking demon collaborators. You're being dragged into limbo. I'll find Kat. She'll get you out. Stand firm.
Okay, so into the gameplay. This is an easier level, so not too many worries here. It's mostly little guys that we've already seen. They do come at you fairly consistently though, so you have to be a little bit careful, but for the most part it's just pretty standard level. Kill lots of dudes, get lots of style points. Challenge yourself to see how long you can stay in the air without coming down. And that's about it. As always, when you're fighting single enemies using the sort of throwing star weapon, I don't remember what any of the attack names are, so forgive me there, but the one that basically you wind it up and then it, stun locks them, quite useful. Especially against guys like the chainsaw dudes. When you're fighting more than one of them, just basically stun lock one of them, and then you can focus on just one. Hitboxes get a little bit weird on this sort of platform in the center. Sometimes you can hit them, sometimes you can't, sometimes they can hit you, sometimes you can't, so I'd be a little bit careful there, but really it's nothing you should have to worry about. And as always, this move works really well for crowd control. Easy enough.
Dante, the gateway's ready. Come on.
Alright, now there's a little bit of stuff that you can go and gather around here. There's some red orbs inside some stuff here. You can jump up here. It's a lost soul, some more orbs. As always, I'm going to say break as many of these as you can because there is always a chance that you're going to get a purple orb, which is quite useful. Obviously, in some levels it's more helpful than in others, but having Devil Trigger is never a bad thing. I believe there's also a star over here, which I've already collected. Can't remember if it's a health star or a devil star. And then there's more stuff up here. And then you can go ahead and go over here.
Can you get across?
I'll have to find another way.
So this is where you're supposed to get the Angel Dash, Lost Soul right there. I think if you have it, you could probably just jump over it, but we're going through it this way. Now the tricky part about this is that most of these guys start with shields, so the crowd control aspect becomes a little bit more difficult right off the bat. So what I always try to do is just focus on killing the shields one at a time, and from there you pretty much can do whatever you want. That's about it. Fortunately, this platform in the center makes it very easy to just sort of run around to the other side if you get overwhelmed. Or alternately jump and fly around to the other side, I guess. And all in all, I pretty much just circle around the group until you manage to kill all the shields. And at that point, as I said, you can just go to town on them. Like so. So a very effective way to get your style points up. You'll find that, especially compared to the other Devil May Cry games, getting a high style rank is very, very easy. Basically, if you just continue to deal damage, you should be okay. You know, you don't want to use the same combo over and over, but as long as you just continue to mix it up just a little bit, so bad. You know, you'll be okay. As always, I'd recommend taking out these guys from a distance. It just tends to work better. You can get up close and personal, but they die so quickly from range attacks anyway that it's not that big a deal. And remember, the only ones that you can hit back are the vertical ones, not the horizontal ones, as we found out the hard way in the previous episode. Recommended to start hitting those guys as soon as they appear, otherwise they get into that invincibility state. So if you can stun lock them right away, you're pretty much in business. And actually, I don't think I've started using it yet in this episode, but pretty much one of the best ways to deal with those guys is actually to use the, gosh, what's it called? The third gun, the launcher. You just hook, you know, the max number of grenades on him and then detonate. Very, very effective. Boom. This weapon. That said, it's not very effective for taking out those guys. Notice a lost soul over there to the right. Now this is not hard, but it is possible to miss this. You can go over there and get that almost. Okay, so this is where we're supposed to unlock the Angel Dash, I believe. We already have it, so no big deal there. Or alternately, I could be remembering that wrong. Whatever, you have to use it, so... Not much to say here, except for that I am apparently awful at this. Quit, uninstall, series over.
Getting the hang of this.
Yes, apparently.
I don't remember it. Flying rats.
Alright, so you don't need to stay up here during this part, so don't worry if you fall off. And there's no boss here, so we're just going to be fighting some more normal enemies. Fun, fun. I will say, one thing the game does very well is make the combat fun. You do have enough options that you can mix things up, and, you know, it doesn't get stale, even just fighting the normal enemies. Especially with the ability to pull enemies in to keep your combos going. And these guys. I said it already in the previous episode, but these rat guys are some of my least favorite enemies in the game. Mostly due to the fact that they don't get staggered by a lot of attacks, so that can be a little bit tricky. In fact, I will typically reserve the double trigger for these types of enemies, more so than pretty much any other type. These ones aren't nearly as bad because they are not color specific, so you don't need to use a demon weapon or an angel weapon on them. But they're tough, definitely. And of course these guys will not be here if you're playing on normal mode. Ugh, terrible. And just because I'm angry. He deserved it.
Cat, on my way.
So I'm pretty sure you can just do this at the beginning if you're, you know, in New Game Plus, but whatever. That's about it. I'll leave you with some more cutscenes.
Silver Sacks Tower. the world's most powerful investment bank. And who runs it? CEO Kyle Ryder, a human vessel, the physical manifestation of Mundus, the Demon King. Through debt, he controls everything. To Mundus, the world is a factory farm for human souls, and he likes to keep his animals monitored and docile. The monitoring is done by the Raptor News Corporation, a global network of CCTV cameras, satellites, and spies. The way he keeps us docile is a little more insidious.
What is it?
It's in your hand. Planet Earth's most popular soft drink, Virility. The demons have spiked it. It's okay. It has no effect on us, only humans. Phlebotomy in a can.
So what's the plan?
That's the Hellgate, a conduit from which Mundus draws his power. While he's connected to the Hellgate, he's immortal. But we get him away from the Hellgate, and our swords will do the rest.
So, how do we do that?
We get his attention. Mundus is petty. He's impulsive. If we hit him where it hurts, let his anger rule him, I believe we can draw him out.
Okay, so, to kill Mundus, we need to drag him away from the Hellgate. We do that by pissing him off.
Roughly speaking, yes.
And we piss him off by taking out the Raptor News Network and Virility.
That's it.
Which one do you want to do first?
And that is that. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you on the next one.